It's all coming to an end, Joe.
It is.
It is. It's all over for us. Sad day.
Yeah. Just for the year, or?
Yeah, just
we calling it quits for good after this?
No, just the year. 2022 is over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Frankly, good riddance.
Right? I'm okay with that. Well, how disappointing would it have been for, I mean, obviously us, but for the viewers of our show, if we spent like the last 2 weeks praising and promoting the fact that we're going to grow and do so much more just to, pop in, a week later, be like, we're done. We're good.
Oh, I think, yes, that would have been very disappointing for them, but also I think it would be a great bit. Kaufman-esque.
Oh, hell bells. But no, we can't do that. We can't do that to the people out there and everything. Got a lot of good feedback from last week's show. Mostly people are confused.
Okay.
About the single dad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently to a few people, we were saying the same exact thing.
Yeah.
And for the first couple of people, I explained to them how we were saying completely different things. And I eventually got to a point where I was like, just go back and re-listen to the show. Because you heard the show, but you really didn't listen to the show.
Yeah, while you're at it, download it to a different device so we get that extra credit.
Yeah, try it again. Like, you listen on iTunes, go to Spotify this time.
Yeah. Maybe it makes more sense on Spotify. You don't know.
But it was cool, like, to get people, reaching out and asking me. I mean, a lot of it was like, personal friends, because I don't know, for some reason we just can't seem to get people to respond to comment on our stuff from, other places.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe one day.
Someday.
Yeah. But no, it was cool to get the feedback from it and everything. It's nice that, at least people are, fucking listening and shit.
Yeah. I think the trick to getting people to comment on things on social media is to either say something that's like so wrong that they can't stop themselves from commenting, or just say stuff that they already agree with. Like, those are the two things that seem to work.
So, pandering or
controversy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent. I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, me either. I'm a fan of it.
Well, see, and here's one thing I will tell you as far as what I think about when we talk about this show or talk about things on this show is that I don't want to get to a. There we go. Okay, cool. I had to turn the vibrator off my phone. I didn't want it to fucking keep going off. I don't want to say stuff on our podcast that upsets a group of people.
Yeah.
Like, in a way. Like, I know, like, when we talk, like, at least politically, and we talk about either sides of our views and opinions and stuff, I feel that we do it in a proper way to where it's not alienating one side or another.
Yeah, I feel like it's very respectful.
Yeah. So, and I know there was a lot of, like, one of the biggest reasons I never wanted to talk about politics and stuff on the show or religion on the show is because you would have a group of people who would find that completely, to them inappropriate or, ignorant to a large group of people based on their beliefs and stuff. And I think what we do, what I'm hoping we do at least, if anyone disagrees, please comment and let me know.
Yeah.
Is that I think we do it in a very respectful manner. Like obviously, like, I believe in what I believe in, and I'm not tearing down the other side, and vice versa. It's the same stuff that we mention when we talk about these political debates that happen in, federal government or local government, is that, opposite sides are choosing to tear down one another rather than talking about the positives they're willing to bring to the world. So I think we do that the right way here, and obviously religion isn't really everyone's cup of tea, but I think normally when we talk about religion, and you could probably correct me on this or not, I think we only really do it when we talk about the really personal, deep shit that we talk about here. Like when we talk about like personal experiences or personal feelings, we're not trying to, cram religion down people's throats. We're telling them that they don't believe in God, they're wrong and shit like that. Because people's beliefs are their beliefs regardless. And I'm not going to sit here and question or judge anyone on whatever they feel is right or what is, wrong or real.
Yeah.
So I think we do everything the right way. So if people are looking for a reason to troll our show, feel free to fucking find it.
Control our show.
I've been told, from another podcast because of JFW. I think I mentioned the Power Hour or something maybe on the show once or twice. I don't remember. But, I was told by a buddy of mine, which sucks because if somebody listens to JFW and this freaking show, it's going to completely ruin this kayfabe for them, but, it's fine. A buddy of mine who hosts, the Power Hour, we kind of, having some disagreements with each other, on and off for like the last few months, actually. And he tells me, he actually posted today, he's like, I need to run for Senate because apparently I'm really good at like spinning shit and taking negative things I say and flipping them into a positive outlook. And like I correct myself or some shit like that. And I thought that was kind of funny. It's just like I never really saw myself as he calls it, a spin doctor. But when you play a type of character travesty is on a wrestling podcast for a gimmick or a kayfabe, yeah, when I go back and listen to it, I'm actually really fucking good at that. I'm really good at fucking manipulating words because how do I not give away too much? Yeah, fuck it, it's fine. When I say negative shit and people find it negative, as they should, and I can find a way to twist it and it's actually not negative at all, and they believe that, that's what I go for. And when it happens, it's a win.
Mm-hmm.
So much fucking fun. I have so much fun in kayfabe. I love wrestling so much.
Nice. So I think kayfabe is a really fun thing.
It is. It's like when people are like, in retrospect, like to be kayfabe in professional wrestling, it's actually no different than for those who, I don't want my wrestling friends to find, like this dumb, but I think it's correct. It's no different than playing a character in like, D&D or, RPGs and shit like that. You're playing a character and you're trying to live that character through the game. That's the same thing with pro wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why I had a fascination for Dungeons and Dragons. I was like, I'm going to play this fucking character, this troll barbarian or whatever. I was like, fuck yeah. And that's the same thing for wrestling for me. So it's a happiness. So much good has been coming to me at the end of the year here, Joe.
Nice. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah. I'm starting to see some happiness like into the world again. I'm really excited for this, but I'm not here to talk about wrestling because that's what I do on JFW. I am here to talk about this freaking show because this is the last episode of the year. I still don't know how I officially want to feel about this show being a season finale or just another show. I haven't really decided that. We'll decide that when we do our conference meeting, whatever the hell it is, in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Kind of finalize all that stuff. But what I want to do, because this is the last episode of the year, because we're going to take the next couple of weeks off because of the holidays, is I wanted to kind of reflect on some of our favorite things over the past year. So I asked you to pick 5 things, 5 different episodes that you thought were your favorite, particularly why in those episodes they were your favorite. I'm hoping we didn't get the same.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll definitely see about that. There's other episodes, like, because there's quite a few. I actually had a bunch. I had to narrow it down to 5. So, we can obviously reflect on some of the other things that we did over the year. And we'll do all that. But before we do any of that, I have to remind you guys that, this episode of, this freaking show is brought to you by CarterComics.com. That's right, guys. This is your one-stop shop for all your comic needs. Whether it's graded or raw, Carter Comics has it all. And you can go to their website at CarterComics.com and fill your cart up with all their comics. Again, graded comics or raw comics. So if you're looking to display, looking to read, The choice is yours, and they have a selection of both. Even behind comics, they got Funkos that you can buy, which is pretty incredible too. The different variety of Funkos available. We have a discount code you guys could use. It is Freaknet, Freaknet. It'll save you 10% on your entire order at CarterComics.com. But not just on their website, guys. Also on their 4 different eBay accounts. And you can find those eBay accounts at the main page of CarterComics.com. You just scroll to the bottom there. Follow any one of those links. Bid on something, negotiate for something, buy something outright. The discount code will work with your eBay purchase as well. You'll save 10% over there as well. And that's our gift to you because it's not a promo code. Because promo codes suck. One-time use bullshit. It's a discount code. Multiple times. Joey, tell them what multiple means.
Many. More than one.
Exactly. Bountiful. Plethora. Cornucopia. Also words that mean many or a lot of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gosh, did you ever watch Adult Swim? Surely you did.
Nope.
I always think of the put it in the cornucopia bit.
Mm-mm.
Any idea what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Ah, bummer.
I know a cornucopia is the display thing at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's they did like an in between commercials thing. That was like just listing a bunch of stuff that you're going to put in the cornucopia, and I think every year it changes, and it's just silly good fun. I really enjoy it.
The only reason I use the word cornucopia is whenever I mention the word a lot of or many, I think of the word bountiful and it brings you to the word cornucopia because there was an episode of Full House, and I can't remember which one it was, but Jesse was trying to become more intelligent or more smart. And fun fact, sending a link through Skype puts the link across the entire screen of my computer, and I thought shit was crashing.
Well, the worst part is it's the worst kind of link.
Oh, excellent. So Jesse was looking to become smarter, so he started watching these videos, and there's this guy there educating people for more elegant words. So he would sit there like, and if you want to use a word to talk about, many things, you can use the word cornucopia or bountiful. And then Jesse kind of looks at the TV like, what? And the guy in the TV obviously knows that people watching these videos don't really know what those words mean. So the guy leans in, he's like, a lot of. So that's what runs through my head every time I think of the word bountiful or cornucopia. And that's the only reason I use those words is because of that scene in Full House. So, yeah, CarterComics.com. Bountiful amount of comics, a cornucopia amount of Funkos, and a lot of opportunities to save 10% with our discount code Freaknet, Freaknet. I'm not quite sure if you buy today, if the delivery will happen before Christmas. That I'm not 100% sure. I'm not sure how their shipping works over there. I could maybe find out and let you guys know on our social media. But you got 2 weeks. I wouldn't see why not. So, give it a shot, get on there, buy them today. Again, that discount code can be used over and over. So if you used it once before, you can use it again. So, and CarterComics.com. Buy your comics. Do it.
Do it. Carter Comics. Stuff it in the cornucopia.
CarterComics.com.
You know what's another thing you should stuff in the cornucopia?
What's that?
Audible.
Your
one-stop shop for millions of audiobooks, podcasts, and other fun things that are listenable with your ears or assistive listening devices.
Do that.
If you have those. I actually know a dude who was born without ears, and they were able to give him like cochlears.
What?
Yeah, he was born with with a deformity where he didn't have ears, and they were able to give him like a cochlear implant, even though he didn't have external ears.
So there were holes on the side of his head, though.
I don't know. I don't think so. like thinking about what his head looks like, I don't think I've ever seen holes in the side of his head. But he does have like the magnetic thing that sticks to the side of the skull.
Okay.
Yeah. So, which doesn't matter. I mean, it's neither here nor there, but just an interesting dude. Cool guy. Went to seminary with him.
Yeah.
He has prosthetic ears, that he puts on sometimes. And what he really likes to do is when it's cold, he'll take them off and put them in the snow and be like, it's cold enough to freeze your ears off. And it's my favorite joke every time he does it. It's really good. But anyway, even
sounds like a fun guy.
Good guy, Tyler. Not going to say his last name. Don't want to.
No. Shout out to Tyler.
Don't want to dox him. Shout out to Tyler. But even he could go to audibletrial.com/freaknet and sign up for a free 30-day trial, plus a credit towards his first audiobook purchase. He might get something by N.T. Wright, who's a great theologian, many of whose books are on Audible, and you can download them for free with this one credit. You can download one of them for free with this one credit. Listen to it for a whole month, and if you want, you can cancel the subscription at any time before that month ends, or right as the month ends, and enjoy all the benefits for a full 30 days. So, head to audibletrial.com/freaknet and sign up right now. Sign up your friends, sign up your family. It's a great Christmas gift. Just saying.
True that. Okay, Joe. I'm going to do something I rarely do. I'm going to have a beverage while we do this show.
Nice.
That is the sound of Steam Hall Brewing.
Nice.
Also, my cough is still here. So, if I don't talk, if you don't hear from me, it's because I muted and coughed. Because for some reason, it just won't go away.
Unfortunate. I'm enjoying 2 months late at this point a Revolution Brewing Oktoberfest lager.
Nice.
Yeah, it's my favorite beer from Revolution Brewing, I've decided, because I'm so sick of IPAs.
Well, I'm drinking an IPA.
Nice. Good for you. I do not begrudge anyone else's enjoying them, but I went on vacation a year ago and all anyone brought was IPAs.
Yeah.
And, I was plagued with IPAs for like 6 months.
Well, see, here's the thing. I'm not sure if this is technically an IPA now that I think about it.
Oh?
See, they put a little description on their cans because they can some of their beverages.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think it's technically an IPA. What the hell they call it? Anyway, it's called Blueberry Smash.
Ooh.
And it is made with wild berries.
Nice.
I don't think it's an IPA. I just can't remember what it's a craft beer.
Sure.
It's a tasty craft beer.
Gotcha. A lot of craft beers are IPAs.
Well, I know that. I know that. The thing is that you've been to Steam Hollow.
Yeah.
You know that they have the board with all their drinks on it, and they tell you which one is what. You know, they got like APAs and APAs and stouts.
Yeah, I'm on their website right now, and I just saw their Juniper Rising is coming soon.
Yeah.
Double IPA, but I would try that. I love the idea of trying a Juniper and White Sage beer. That sounds delicious.
It is good. I've had it before when they first had it. Blueberry Smash, do you see what it is?
I just got done. Oh, it's a cream ale, actually.
There we go. That's what they call it.
Oh, I love a cream ale. That sounds delicious.
It is delicious. 100% delicious.
I still have about, like half a mason jar's worth of their peppermint stout.
Oh, the one I gave you?
Yeah. I drank about half of it, and then I was like, this is too much beer in one sitting. And so I poured it into a jar that's sealed and put it back in the fridge.
It would be an epic achievement to finish off a crowler. I think they're called crowlers.
Yeah,
cans.
I think so. Yeah.
Of stout.
Yeah, I've finished off a crowler of an IPA or like a lager.
Yeah,
but yeah, stout is heavy, man.
Yeah, and I think I want to say that was like either 7 or 10% for They're 9 ounce glasses. I think they come in.
Sounds right.
So, I mean, like I said, it's a good man. Like all the beers are fantastic. They got one that's a raspberry one right now, and if you like tarts, oh man, it's fucking heaven. It's fucking heaven. Yeah. So shout out to Steam Hollow Brewing. Love to get them back on the show someday. Love to,
not a sponsor, but we'd love to have them sponsor us.
Yeah,
I think
we were invited to, do a show from Steam Hollow whenever we want. So,
oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Maybe we need a holiday special.
See, look at that. There's always time for a holiday special,
right?
Just pick a holiday. It doesn't have to be Christmas.
Arbor Day.
Last Christmas.
Actually, Arbor Day could work, especially they got that tree as their logo.
There you go.
I was just kidding, and then I thought, oh, this makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah, no, I'm on board 100% to ever go down to Steam Hollow. They love me there. I have a good relationship with them. On board 100%. Whenever you feel like taking a field trip, head on down and we'll go make a day of it there. 100%.
Nice.
All right, 5 different episodes from this past year that we enjoyed, and obviously we loved all our shows. We had 40 of them, 39 of them for this year.
Yep. Well, this is number 40, I believe.
It's gonna be episode 40.
Not including, we did a couple of episodes from season 5 at the beginning of January.
I think there's only like one though, isn't there?
Yeah, 1 or 2. I don't remember exactly how many. I had it pulled up a second ago, but then I got distracted.
Yeah. So 40 episodes, 39 episodes, 41 episodes, whatever.
Yeah.
It's whatever. I'm not gonna lie, Joe. This isn't my first Berry Smash.
Wow.
It's been chill.
2. We did 2 last year before
41.
season 6 started.
So we had 41 episodes to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. I love the fact that I get home earlier than I normally used to. Back in the day when I worked at the other job, I didn't get home till like 6:15. Now I'm walking through the door like 5:10, 5:15, and I walk through the door and I'm like, okay, I got a podcast tonight. Not for another like 3 hours though, and a beverage. I also bought Dr. McGillicuddy's Cherry.
Ooh.
Because I'm a huge fan of cherry, and I may have had a shot of that. So, shout out to Dr. McGillicuddy's.
Nice.
Love the cherry. So, alternate back and forth.
Sounds good.
Cool. You want to go first?
Yeah, you betcha.
Excellent. So no. I don't. Do you want to do rankings? Do you want to do 5 to 1? Did you rank them or just list them? What did you do?
I just listed them, and
okay.
I basically just went through and did them in order, chronologically.
That's fine. Same thing. I just listed them, and I got oldest to newest. So
nice. So great. Yeah, that's exactly what I got. So perfect.
Cool. Let's start with you.
I do want to sort of, before I start, honorable mention the last of season 6 episodes 32 through 39. I think have all been really good. I've had a really good time the last 7 weeks in particular. I don't know what it has been. I don't know if it's you switching jobs or just like, I don't know, but there's been a renewed spirit of goodwill and like, yeah, we're doing well. We're going to grow the show. Things are going well. I don't know what it is, but I just wanted to say thanks to the last like 7-8 weeks. It's been really fun. And I think those last 7 shows have been fantastic.
You know, Joe, I gotta agree with you. And, I mean, we can always kind of recap a couple other shows when we're done with this. I was kind of thinking that we might be able to if we have some extra time, but there has been a difference. I do know from memory at least, we always have fun in October because those are our freaky shows.
True.
There's always an excitement to it. I know having the guest on is something that's pretty fun too.
Yeah, that helps a lot. I don't know what it is. Yeah. Maybe it's the fact that we don't have to talk as much.
A little bit. Well, and actually, yeah, that's probably a majority of it. But also learning about people, getting to know people. When we sit and look at it, we had 3 guests between the last week of October and the first 2 weeks of November. We had guest after guest after guest. I think I think like 3 in a row. One was new to both of us. That was Babes of Lore. One was new to both of us. Kitsukami. I interviewed her. I don't know if you ever interviewed her though. I think that was the first time.
That was the first time I ever met her.
Yeah, that was the third time she was on our show, and the first 2 I think I did solo because I had that whole like cosplay series, 2019, or the time end of 2018, beginning of 2019. So that was the first one. That was new to you. The Power Ranger was new to both of us, and then Wayward Raven was completely new to me. And it was fun to actually go back and listen to that episode because obviously I missed kind of the beginning of it. So that was pretty cool. It was that was kind of nice, but yeah, there's a momentum I'm feeling, and I don't want to jinx anything by talking about it, but yeah,
same. But also I did want to acknowledge it.
100%.
At least one of those did make my list, but I didn't want to limit my list to just like the last 7 weeks. I tried to expand it to the whole season as much as possible. So my strategy was to look through the titles and the descriptions and see if I could actually remember the episode at all. Because like sometimes, we do this every week. So not everything is memorable and not everything comes to mind immediately. And so my first one is the want to versus need to discussion, which is a thing I actually think about probably 3 times a week minimum.
You're talking about episode
season 6, episode 6.
Episode 6. That was my first one.
Nice.
Because it's amazing. And Joe, I'm not gonna lie, I did the exact same thing you did. I started at the very beginning, and I started scrolling through it, and I started looking at titles because I wanted to try to incorporate the titles more so on what we were talking about. Like, if you noticed, it was like this and that inside the episode title list. Hot chocolate and whatever, and so on and so forth. I was like, I want to incorporate that shit. So if I do ever want to go back and see a title, it kind of gives me maybe a brief memory of what we used to talk about.
Right.
But yeah, no, that was my first one too. I'm going to change them because I want to talk about 10 different ones. So if we double up, I'm going to change it. But no, that one was one of my favorites because, I think that was like our first like real in-depth talking podcast. Like an actual personal experience talking podcast. And I'm just like I'm remembering it. And I remember like not even the conversation I had with you on the show, but conversation I had with other people that led me to wanting to talk about this because everyone I said it to, like that makes it was almost kind of like the single dad thing. They look at me like I have no fucking clue what I'm talking about, but then when I explain it to them, they're like, huh, yeah.
Right? Yeah, but, absolutely.
But like I said, I do got some kind of like, fallback ones. So,
nice. So we have the same one for the first one. Do you want to do your second or do you have a fallback first?
So I'm going to move on to my second one.
All right.
And, I'll just, I'll regroup from the bottom. So, my one, the first one I'm going to talk about, this one I know you won't have. Or maybe you would. I don't know. It was my interview with Cody from Extraction Point.
Nice.
And this was the first time I used a new recorder that I bought for Freakin Studios. We did it on location at Game On Bar and Grill in Peatone. It was the first time I interviewed Cody since the first time he was on with F and Epic from the first season.
That's right. Yeah, I don't think I've heard that episode. I saw that and I went, oh man, I should listen to that episode because I don't know anything about it.
Yep, May 4th, episode 14. But the one thing I love the most about it is that was the first guest of our show in a year.
Yeah.
Because the previous guest to that show was in March of 2021, and that was Clint.
That's right.
The last time Clint was on the show.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was looking at it, I enjoy that one because Cody's a really cool fucking dude, and he busts his ass for his passion. Just like what we're trying to do here, he does in the music business with, I think he has like 3 bands he's trying to get off the ground, and he does these, if you ever get a chance, I do recommend listening to it because we kind of go more in depth in more of the personal side of the business. Talking about how, metal concerts aren't just one band, but a bunch of bands, like almost like a mini festival and everything. And I really love talking with him. He's a cool fucking dude. So, that's going to be my number 1.
Nice. Very nice. Sweet. I gotta, sorry, I'm multitasking. I'm also Christmas shopping while I podcast.
No problem, Kyle.
What? Oh,
no problem,
yeah.
Kyle.
Well, I'm trying to pay more attention to the podcast than to the shopping, but.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a window popped up that I couldn't access anything else because it was in my way.
Gotcha.
That's right. Yes. So my second one is from May 11th, 2022. It is season 6, episode 16, Wasp Fist Fight and Pandemic Confusion. And, I think, as much fun as it is to think about the Wasp fight is, man, I'm looking at my NICOR bill this last week and thinking, we didn't even know how bad it was going to get when we talked about it 6 months ago.
Yeah.
7 months ago, however many
fucking
months ago.
Horrible.
Yeah, it's been almost exactly as we record 7 months to the day. I think 7 months and 2 days. So, since that was released. But, yeah, NICOR, sucks, man. Natural gas blows this year.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily that it's a favorite show, but it's a memorable show. It's a show I remember talking about in May, like, oh man, the price increased from like 9 cents a kilowatt hour to like 11 cents a kilowatt hour. And now it's like 31 cents a kilowatt hour. It's ridiculous. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I remember us talking about that the year prior about how we were talking about it going up.
Right.
It was nuts because like, and that was one of the ones I was thinking about. I was like, oh, I remember fucking beating the shit out of that Wasp. I do, but I didn't put it on my list because, like you said, there's a lot of good ones, and I want to make sure that we honorable mention at least 10 of them. I want, at least was at 25%.
Right.
Yeah. My next one then is going to be from May 6th. This is episode 15. And you don't really need the word it.
Yeah, all right. I thought about that one.
Yeah. Yeah. When I scrolled by, and here's the goofy fucking thing, Joe. I forgot that we talked about that.
Oh no!
I completely forgot. I was like, I actually told Joe that. That's right. But it all came flooding back to me the moment I started listening to it.
Nice.
I'm like, wait a minute. I really did talk to Joe about that? Because in my mind, I was like, in my mind, I kept thinking to myself, like, okay, in the next couple of episodes coming up, or at least maybe the first episode or second episode, like, they want to talk about it. Like the word it. Because I remember that being a thing. I was like, I don't know if we ever fucking did. And then I started scrolling through and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, wait a minute. Did we talk about that? Started playing it, started listening. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, that's right. We did have it. Okay, yeah. Because there's just so much. There's so fucking much. I completely spaced on it. But as soon as I started listening to it, it all came fucking back. And I was like, okay, everything I wanted to say to him, I actually did say verbatim in the show.
Nice.
It was like fucking cool. Yeah, what do you got? What's your next one?
My next one is, oh yeah. It's the next one. Season 6, episode 17, Dental Etiquette in Alabama's Bonnie and Clyde. I love that story of that guy that managed to seduce a prison guard. He's like half her age. They jump in the car. They start driving for like Indiana of all fucking places. Yeah. Where they get caught. And it's just like art. It's so good. And then also just the conversation, like dental etiquette drives me nuts. There is something they must teach you in dental school to talk to people while your hands are in their mouth. Because like it's horrible. I have hands in my mouth. I don't want to talk. It drives me crazy. And then also like, you should probably have your teeth a little bit clean before you go in. Maybe floss so that they know you're flossing, that kind of thing. I don't know. It was a good episode. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think I know after now I can't remember. I think it was after we did this show is where I actually had a dentist appointment and I talked to them about that shit.
Nice.
And I know like one of the girls, and I'm gonna double check see if she actually did, because I was asking her. I was like because we talked about eye contact. I laid it with my eyes closed. What the fuck are you doing with your hands? And shit like that. And I always ask, and I remember asking the girl, I'm like, can I ask you a question? She's like, sure. I'm like, it had to have been after I did the show, because I was like, so I did a podcast with my stepbrother a while back. And we talked about dental etiquette. And I'm just kind of curious. You ever notice what people do primarily with their hands? And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, is it across the chest, like a funeral? Is it down at the sides, like a soldier? Like, are they just hanging out like what? And she's like, you know what? I never really paid attention to that. And I was like, is it because that when you're working on their mouth, they're staring right into your face and it's awkward and weird? She's like, oh my God, they do. Like, she didn't even realize it. Like, they just never really realized it. I was like, how do people not do this? Like, I have to. When I walk in there, when they start drilling shit, my eyes go shut until we're fucking done.
Right.
Like, I don't know what they're sticking into my mouth until it fucking starts scraping or sucking. But my eyes are shut the entire fucking time. And my hands are fucking, I'm in a coffin.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's where I put my hands over my belly. And I don't close my eyes very much, though. I stare straight up at the light or just past it.
No.
Which might be why my eyes are so bad. You never know.
All right.
What about you? What's your third?
Third one is it's the live stream we did with Super, Casey, and Night Mage. Nice. I think because that was the first time I think we were able to talk with them in years, and it was actually cool that we actually got both of them on. Now we're supposed to be a third one. Apparently she got busy, but it was really cool because it was the first time we not only did the interview with both of them, but it was also live.
That's right.
So it was a lot of fun to do that, and it's always cool to talk with them. Obviously, Night Mage is an awesome fucking dude. Super Casey's a cool fucking person, and to learn about cosplaying from them, it's just a no-brainer why they've been on the show multiple times. I think they both have been on at least 3. I think both of them about 3 times now each. Yeah.
Yeah, they get it. I like that.
Yep.
I like that they get it.
Mm-hmm. That was June 1st, episode 19. Doesn't feel like that long ago.
No, not at all. Outstanding.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, my fourth one. I feel a little arrogant choosing this one, but
sure.
I really had a good time on our trip for the cemetery tours.
Mm-hmm.
And I really enjoyed doing the edit on that episode. So, season 6, episode 26, don't overjiggle the handle.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, because the dude fucking walked into the bathroom on me.
Yeah, well, because he overjiggled the handle and it managed to pop the lock and...
Yeah. That's where we learned that fucking farm fresh shrimp is there in Indiana.
That's right. It is.
That's God.
Yeah, oysters too.
Good fucking show. Fucking show. June 8th, episode 20. Travesty as a consumer of the church.
I thought about doing that one.
Yeah, I think that's the one where I think we talked most about church and God than anything else.
Yeah.
But that was probably my worst experience in fucking online dating, is somebody to sit there and tell me what I'm doing wrong as far as being a Christian.
Right.
Like, fan-fucking-tastic. Like, and here's the thing, is like, and I've always prided myself on never, like, pushing religion on the fucking people and everything, and, you know, like, my whole thing is, like, I want to find a good Christian girl, I guess is the way people say it.
Right.
Yeah, no, she fucking soured the fuck out of it. And I'm just like, come on, ladies. Like, you seriously, because I only go to church on certain days or certain times or, you know, at certain moments. I mean, first off, in a way she was right. I am consuming the fucking church. But, I mean, realistically, any churchgoer is consuming the fucking church. But she had to fucking explain it to me in a way that I was a piece of shit.
Yep.
And, yeah, that was a fun ride to relive, and I'm glad I did. And I'm glad that I'm able to share these stories in a public manner to hopefully, I don't know if these people would ever listen to this show or hear this show, but if they do, maybe kind of correct yourselves and maybe
think
not
it over. Yeah.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Is this number 5 for you, Joe?
Yeah, we're already to number 5.
Which one?
This one, I did not know that I could conduct an interview until this episode. Season 6, episode 37, the Wayward Raven episode. I really enjoyed chatting with those guys. I had a great time doing the interview, and I had a lot of fun with it, and it was a great product. I actually just got the survey for it today. I'm going to be credited, by the way, this is my favorite fact. I'm going to be credited in their book as Joseph Robinette Biden.
Wait, what? Joseph?
So
what?
I paid the extra $5 to get a credit in their book.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, hey, you don't have to get your own name in there. You could put like anybody's name. It could be, an enemy, a friend, a public figure, just, you know, whatever you want. And so I said, put Joseph Robinette Biden in there. So now they can say that President Biden has supported their book, which is fun.
That's fun.
Yeah. By the way, the president's middle name is Robinette. I don't know if you knew that.
No, but here's the thing. I thought, what is Barack Obama's middle name?
Hussein.
It begins with, okay, so who the fuck is who? Maybe it is Biden. I remember like hearing a weird middle name in like 2008 that began with an R. So maybe it was Joe Biden's middle name. No. I'm thinking of Hillary's middle name.
Oh, Rodham. That's her. I think it was her maiden name.
Okay,
that
Rodham.
She made her married name.
Hillary Rodham Clinton. Okay, so
yeah.
Rodham. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's the name. I was thinking like, I could have sworn that middle name doesn't belong to Joe. It's got to be a different. So I'm like, is he blending fucking Barack's and Biden's fucking names together? Joe,
it would be so funny if he was Joseph Hussein Biden.
Here's the thing, Joe. When you kept saying Joseph Rodham, whatever Biden, I didn't put 2 and 2 together that you're using Joe Biden's first name.
Oh yeah.
I was like, that's cool. So he used his own first name, threw some goofy ass middle name in there, and then just used President Biden's last name. Not connecting Joe and Joseph together.
Yep. Well, I mean, even his signature is just Joe Biden, right?
Yeah.
So makes sense.
JB.
He's got the branding down.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I know. I just thought it'd be very funny. I honestly, my runner-up in my mind was to have it be Donald John Trump. I also thought that would be funny to be like, oh yeah, this book is endorsed by Donald Trump. That's just I don't know.
Don John.
It's such a silly idea.
Don John Trump.
Yep. So, what about you? What's your fifth pick?
So, mine's a little bit controversial. Because it brought us to a weird place for a brief period of time, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to make this number 5 or I didn't want to even add to my list. But the thing is, regardless of the situation, we had a lot of fun doing this fucking episode. So it is September 2nd, episode 29. Freakin Studios is Black and White.
It's black and white.
It's the one where we listen to Sarge's rant about
Oh, yeah.
We turned the entire hour and 38 minutes of our episode into responding to everything he said.
Nice.
I kept thinking to myself, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't pick that one because I don't want to bring stuff up Let sleepy dogs lie, if you will. But here's the thing, and I decided to do it for two reasons. One, I mentioned either last week or the week before, I think it was 2 weeks ago, that me and Sarge are completely fine. Apologies were made. I said that, maybe I didn't handle it as well. Joe, I think you actually said it in the show that, we really shouldn't care. And you're right, we shouldn't have cared. But it gave us a good fucking episode.
Yeah, I thought about picking that one myself. I had a lot of fun in that episode, and
yeah. Well, and that's the thing is because I remember you telling me when we were done, little behind the scenes for you guys. I remember you telling me when we were done with that show that you actually want to do stuff like that more. And I would love to find ways of doing that, whether it be like listening to like press secretary conferences or whatever. If we want to pull stuff from current events, listen to like a speech being and like I'm fine with doing that. If you truly had a good time doing that, or however you want to play it out, I'm fine doing it because I do have fun doing that. Because I did that over at JFW to an entire episode of the Power Hour, and I turned that into a 3-episode show.
Oh, nice.
But I brought it up because one, it was a pretty good show. There was a lot of decent content in it. I think my personality comes out a lot in it. But I have no ill will towards Sarge. Separating, it was probably the best thing for both of us, just because our directions are completely two different ways. He can water his tree however he fucking wants, and we'll water our tree our way, apparently. I don't, it's like, we're cool with each other. No issues whatsoever between us. But it doesn't mean it wasn't a good episode.
No, it was a great episode. Really good content. Had a good time.
It was a pretty good fucking episode, regardless of the situation of why we did it.
Yeah. Well, and it was, in some ways, it was such a relief, right? Because we, I think, have been heading for a split for a long time. Yeah. We weren't really on the same page with each other, with him and us. And he was going in the direction he was going, and we are kind of we're more general. We're not very topical. We're not, trying to push an agenda. Not necessarily saying that he is, but that's not what we're doing. Yeah. And so, it just, it was a thing that made sense. And I enjoyed the, listen to a snippet, react to it. Mm-hmm. Listen to a snippet, react to it. I mean, that's one of my favorite podcasts right now. That's basically all they do. So it's really a good time.
Oh, so they stole my idea, those fuckers.
Yeah. Well, they've been doing it for 10 years.
I know. The moment I realized, and I guess we could talk about this for a little bit, that's fine. The moment I realized that Sarge working with us just isn't a thing that needed to be anymore was when he joined a different podcasting network. I don't know how you define it, and I don't really want to define it because I don't want to define it wrong. But I think the network of podcasts that he joined, is geared more to his political views. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to say it's conservative, Republican, however they define it. He found a network of similar minded people, and joined that, which is fine. I'm not saying that because he did that, he was slapping us in the face. That's not what I'm saying. I just it's the moment he joined that, and it's just beyond that, okay, I think we're at a point now where it's maybe Sarge is realizing the direction he's heading in isn't going to be the same direction we're going in. And obviously his growth is different than our growth. He does fairly well on his show, and I'm never going to deny him of that. I'm never going to take that away from him. He grows well. Obviously the biggest thing that bothered me out of the entire situation was him, pretty much saying that, he's grown and, we're just over here fucking, just pieces of dog shit that's turning white. It's
right. Yeah.
He didn't say it in that sense, but that's kind of how it came.
That's off. How you felt. That's how you felt. About
yeah.
It
so
sure.
It's and honestly, he's not a bad guy. He's like me, I think, in a sense. Is he has his opinions and he's gonna express them the best way he knows how.
Mm-hmm. By getting drunk and just saying nonsense. No, I'm just
yeah. Right. Yeah.
Look. I feel like I have room to make more fun because he said I suck Marx's dick, right?
Oh yeah, true. That's true. You sucked
I
off.
feel
You
like
sucked
it's
off
okay
Marks.
for me to be like, whatever.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, no, you're
Anyway,
socialist.
go on. Sorry.
You're
Finally.
socialist. But yeah. So, like I said, it wasn't done right. I'm not gonna take 100% blame for it, but I'll take 50% of it because I'm willing to do that. But Sarge doesn't need Freaknet Studios. He's going to be fine on his own. Just like I think we're going to be better off without him, just because we can kind of focus on our stuff.
Right.
And I think both sides are going to succeed in whatever they do. But it was a very good episode for the fact that it was listen, response. It could have been anybody's, show that we listened to and responded. And yeah, I would love to do that once in a while, make that, maybe a quarterly thing. Maybe we'll do it 4 times a year or something like that just for the hell of it, or whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe we could do that, cause we already have next season's segment, which by the way, we haven't done this season's segment in a while.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I feel like we ran out of things that we wanted to bring back. Although, you know what? I have something as of today.
Oh, okay. Well, what is it?
My lady science and I were surfing through Netflix for something to watch about a month ago, and we found season 2 of Warrior Nun, and decided to go back and watch season 1 and then watch season 2. And it's a really good show based on a comic. Really good might be too strong, but it's kind of like Supernatural or Doctor Who, where it's like it's a low budget show with like high quality, low quality effects, if that makes any sense. And it's really fun. They only have 2 seasons available on Netflix. And as of today, they've officially canceled it. We were all hoping for at least a season 3. And so I would really like it if Netflix would please freaking bring back Warrior Nun for season 3. And maybe a season 4 if it needs it.
Well, there you go.
So I didn't know I'd have one for today.
Yeah, no, I don't have one. There was one I did have a while back. Again, cause I don't think we've done one since September.
No.
Honestly, I'm going to make it official right now. This is our season finale.
Alrighty.
It's 40 episodes in this season, because the thing is, I do want to start next season because I do want to start the new segment. Do you remember what it is?
I don't. Something to do with alternate histories or something?
Here's the thing, Joe. I know I've had this conversation with you a couple times.
I know.
I know I'd say, hey, Joe, here's our new segment for next season. I know I've said it several times to you.
Yeah, at least 3 at this point. I remember you saying it, but I don't remember what it is.
I'm going to need you to get your shit together.
I know. Well, next season was so far away before now.
Joe, that's the segment. Get your shit together. That's the
segment. That's right. Jesus.
Do you think I'm honestly sitting here berating you on a fucking podcast?
Well, I thought you were sarcastically berating me, but yeah.
Oh, no, I was sarcastically berating you because our segment for next season is get your shit together.
That's right. It's the opposite of follow your star.
Exactly. 100%. Yeah. So next season, we find something in the news that's completely fucking dumb. We share it, and whoever the topic of that article is, we say, hey, Skype, get your shit together. It's the anti-Star Award.
That's right.
Because we're going to turn that into shirts. Get your shit together. Yeah. It's going to be a poo emoji.
Nice.
Get your poo emoji together. I guess technically it's chocolate ice cream, but we all know.
It's poop. It's poop.
Yeah. Outside of those top 5, like you mentioned, the last couple episodes have been really fucking incredible, and they have. The last 2 episodes have been fucking phenomenal. Like I said, I've gotten probably more responses in the last couple episodes than I have in maybe quite a few. I know I get a lot of feedback from the Halloween ones. I always do. And I'm glad neither one of us used Freaky Show as one of them on the list, because those are the common ones for every season. So I'm glad we're able to find different ones. And like I said, I think we only had maybe one that was similar, maybe two that were similar.
Yep.
Nice. But I know we talked about it God, the last 2 episodes are fucking kind of blurring together for me now. Maybe two berries is too much. Next year, I plan for growth. I'm praying for growth. I have the ambition that we can grow. I think it's going to be through YouTube videos. I guess since this is the season finale, we should talk about some of this stuff. Growth on the YouTube channels. Obviously, this Freaky show is going to come back next season. We're going to do more cemetery vlogs. Hopefully, I don't fuck them up this time. And we have audio.
Yeah, I feel like we're well prepared for that. So
yeah, I got to get a gimbal, I guess. Whatever the fuck that
hold
thing
the thing,
is.
hold the thing steady.
Yeah, because we're gonna try recording differently. And trying to figure that stuff out. But I want to do, like I said, I want to make more videos. I want to put some more YouTube content out there. I feel that we have the ability to do so. My goal, if possible, is at least to start out 1 video a month, wherever the fuck it is.
Nice.
I like to do at least 1 video a month. If we can figure out a way to do 1 video a month, and then hopefully grow that viewership over there and then grow more videos and stuff like that. We know about the new segment next season. Get your shit together. There are plans that we put into place that we have yet to honor that I would like to try to work on. One of them being Patreon. Mm-hmm. The Effin' Book Club.
Yep.
I would like to get working on that, and also to discuss the Bible-based podcast.
Yes.
So I'm excited for 2023, and I know I say this at the end of every single year. We're going to grow so much next season. Well, this upcoming season, season 7, I believe, is going to be the one. Lucky number 7. It's going to be the one that we're going to have some growth on, because I feel like we both have a newfound passion for what we're doing here. Yes. Because I believe that you're telling me what you're saying is honest, and you're not just sugarcoating shit for me.
No, I wouldn't. I would say nothing at all if I. Right, I'm a. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything.
Yeah. So,
except when it comes to Sarge, fuck that guy. Just kidding.
Hi. Okay, anyways. So. Oh, Sarge is here. Hi. No, okay. Sarge Needs coming up on like 200 episodes or some shit. I can't remember.
Wow. Congratulations. I gotta say.
Yeah.
That's a good job. Good job.
See,
you did it.
I could probably tell you, but the problem is, here's the difference between us and Sarge. So, when I have my shit upload, I have our, because you go into Podbean and you can adjust how many episodes are released to the place you're releasing episodes to. Mm-hmm. And I put ours to the max, 999. So I can look and say, oh, we have 275 episodes out currently.
Nice.
Almost. Now I can go over to Sarge's and say, oh, how many does the Sarge have out? Oh, he only has 100? That's so weird. But it's not, because he only has it at 100. And he does a number, and he does a number of his episodes. So, he actually might have more than 200. I don't know. I know he may have more than us. I don't know. He does a lot of stopping by to say hi's, and I don't know. He does like 3 different types of episodes, and he did like the gray stories or something. I don't know. He has a lot of episodes out.
Nice. Good for him. Good for him. Genuinely, I have a sarcastic voice.
Yeah, you do.
Genuinely good for him.
Yeah, that's your cartoony voice.
I know. I can't. Well, I can help it, but I can't help it.
It's like when you're standing up there at the fucking pulpit, with the pulpit, and you're telling everyone to love Jesus. Like, does he really want us to love fucking Jesus?
Yeah.
Like, is he? I mean, like, seriously? Of course he's serious.
Always.
Just how it comes out.
I'm serious as a very funny heart attack.
Very Chandler Bing. Very Chandler Bing of you.
Thanks.
Next year, growth. Season 7. A lot of shit's gonna happen. We're gonna do the 1 chip challenge.
I can't wait. I'm very excited about the 1 chip challenge.
But we have to do it during the day, because I'm not going to bed with that in my body.
That's fair. That's fair.
We're doing the one chip challenge. We're going to maybe during Lent. We did fish. We gotta do. Wait, what did we do last time? Fish or chicken?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it was fish because we wanted the walleye and they didn't have it.
Yes, yeah. So we did fish last time. Maybe this coming year, maybe we'll do chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, I could chicken sandwich.
Well, I mean, we did burgers, we did fish. Now we gotta do chicken.
Yep.
So we'll do some chicken rankings. I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna do the diet vlogging stuff. You're more than welcome to join me on that. And this is all stuff that we're going to figure out before we get started when we have our conference call or our board meeting, whatever the hell you want to call it. But just to share with you guys that growth is here, growth is coming. Not only just this freaking show, but I do plan to grow Freaknet Studios next year. Whether that means bringing in new podcasts, to help us grow as a community. My biggest thing, let's do this show. And it's going to be hard for you because I'm putting you on the spot right now. But last episode of the season, I don't want to do what you freaking thinking. Not for this episode. Instead, I would like your freaking resolution for the new season.
Ooh, for the new season.
For a new season resolution.
Oh.
I would like not a New Year's resolution, a new season resolution. What do you wish for and what do you hope to accomplish next season with this freaking show?
Oh man, that's a really good question. What do I hope for? Well, I hope. I don't want to just say I hope for growth. Growth is not a mission statement, as they say.
No.
But I'm resolved to being more committed to this. I feel like, especially the last 7-8 weeks have been fantastic. If we could have the whole year be like the last 7-8 weeks, it'd be great. It'd be a really good year. It might be our best year ever.
Yeah.
So I think, I'm going to resolve to find guests.
Okay.
Maybe not all the time. Maybe once a month or once every couple of months. Mm-hmm. Maybe there's a lot of people I know who we've interviewed over at Geekcast Live who I think could fit in over here.
Yeah.
Maybe I could reach out to them and have them on the show. Might be a good time. Yeah, I hope we have more guests next year. I hope we have a bit of a more regular style. I feel like, especially the last few weeks, we've tightened it up and really kind of, gotten our shit together, frankly.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that continues. I'm hoping we keep it tight, keep it good, and get some more guests.
I like that. Does
that answer your question?
Yeah, no,
okay,
it's great. Damn, I was looking for one. You gave me a bunch, bro.
Oh, thanks. What about you? What's your resolution?
Oh, growth.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
Honestly, like a couple of the ones that you mentioned is something I really want to look at doing. Obviously, I love guests. I love having people on. I don't want to take away anything from the guests we've had on, but I would love to have more new to the show guests than returning guests.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good one.
There are some guests that we've had on that I would love to be brought back in 2023. But maybe those who have been on once or maybe twice, but it's been like a few years, stuff like that. Leslie Tom is one I would love to have back on.
Oh, yeah. It's been a while.
I would love to have her back on. But like I'm kind of the same boat with you. I would love to have a guest at least once a month. If we could get, I mean, I remember, what was it? It might have been 2018 or 2017 where we started out the year like with almost like a guest like almost every week for like 3 months.
Yeah.
That's a little bit too much. Because I do want our podcast, as you mentioned, we kind of segmented it up. We stayed tight for the last couple episodes. That's what I want our podcast to be. I want to talk about real shit.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not an interview podcast, so we don't want to have a guest every week. But, more frequently would be good.
Yeah, it's the thing too. Is like I'm fine talking to creators and stuff as we have been, but even if we get other
You know who we
podcasts
should get?
yeah,
Have we had Doug on the show yet? I don't think we have.
Doug doesn't want to do it.
What about his wife?
They don't want to do it. They think they're going to sound foolish, which I know Doug will.
Don't they know? Yeah. Don't they know that they can't be more foolish than either of us?
I told you know what I did tell Doug? I was on the phone with him maybe a couple weeks ago, and I was like, you know what I need from you, Doug? Because he was telling me, and I don't want to put Doug on blast. I'm going to anyway. It's just the check came through for this month. He was telling me that what he thought would be a good idea for us to say, hey guys, at the beginning of the episode, hey guys, stick around to the end of the episode to find out how you can save yourself 10% on CarterComics.com.
Nice.
All well and good, but here's the thing. We have done that plug on every episode for the last year.
Right.
Which, by the way, we're at the 1 year anniversary of Carter Comics being a sponsor of our show.
Oh, outstanding. I hope it has gone well for them.
Yeah. Me too. Like I said, I love this partnership. I love the opportunity he's given us, and I would do anything to maintain it. If anything shy of sucking dick, who knows?
Yep. That's about right.
Let's find out how desperate Travesty really is.
How bad do you want this to be your career?
But it's like I told Doug, I was like,
not bad enough to make that my career.
Listen, so I told Doug, if this was a brand new thing, absolutely. If it was a one-time thing, absolutely. But the thing is, we have done the plug so much. And the thing is, if I tell people to wait to the end of the episode to find out how you save 10%, they're just going to scroll to the end of the episode.
There is nothing. Yeah. And I don't know. I'm an avid podcast listener. I listen to probably 8 or 9 different podcasts every week.
Yeah.
And when I get to the end of the episode, I don't listen to the ads at the end of the episode. I turn it off.
You know what, Joe? I never knew why Geekcast Live did that.
Yeah. Do we? I haven't listened to that show.
Yeah, you guys had the plugs at the end, yeah.
Yeah, we used to do them right in the middle.
Yeah. Well, see, and here's the thing too, is because my grandma mentioned to me, and because we were listening to the episode a couple weeks ago about me, about my job transitions and shit like that. And first off, she acknowledged the fact that I cuss an awful lot. And I was like, Grandma, I 100% do, but I don't mean to do it. It just comes out when I'm talking. Yeah. When I get really excited and passionate about something, I mean, I'm throwing F-bombs around like I'm a fucking, sprinkler in summer.
Yeah. What's that, what's his name? Gary, why can't I remember his last name? Vandercleave.
Okay.
I don't know. He's an influencer. He's a TikTok guy. Mm-hmm. But there's a great video of his that I like, where he's talking about, he cusses all the time. He swears all the time. Yeah. The teacher, he has like a parent teacher conference, and she's like, how are you going to be, how's your daughter going to be successful if she learns to swear like you swear? And he was like, I'm very successful and I swear like I swear. And like, first of all, that. Second of all, when it comes to like my employees, I run a $10 million company. I care a lot about my employees, but caring about my employees doesn't feel like I care about them. It's, do I give a fuck about them? Yeah. And it's like, I give a fuck about my employees. I care about them a lot. I really fucking care about them.
Yeah.
And I just don't think it's a fucking problem.
No.
I swear. I don't either. I keep it toned down for church, and when I'm talking, I can kind of code switch between, being polite and upstanding member of society and being like comfortable. But I like to be comfortable. And that's, I hope when you're listening to this show that you feel comfortable. I hope it feels like you're sitting with us at a table and we're having a beer together and having a talk about life and the universe and everything.
Right. And that's the idea that I've always had for this show. It's like we're just bullshitting with each other.
Yeah.
So we.
Sorry, Grandma Bev, by the way, not to just totally dismiss you, but.
No, it's fine. Well, I don't know if she listens to the show. Well, she says she does, but If she does, Grandma, I want you to send me a voicemail by the end of the week with the word Pangea in it. See how long it takes to get that one. But the one thing that she mentioned to me, and I mentioned it to Doug, because Doug's like, well, when you put the promo at the beginning and everything, it kind of takes up some time. And my grandma mentions it's like your promos are so long, and I was like, Grandma, here's the thing, and if you realize why they're so long, it's because in the middle of the promo, my mind wanders onto a completely different topic to eventually we'll have to circle back to the fucking promo.
Right.
And believe it or not, shock to you all, sometimes that's intentional because it's funny.
Yeah.
Right? It's like here's the thing. Travesty as a person, I think I mentioned this on the Freakin Studios' Black and White episode. Travesty is a fucking idiot. Travesty is dumb. Travis isn't stupid at all. Travesty is dumb.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. All right.
Yeah. As a character, dumb. Because it works for the show.
Right.
And I know I've said that before. And here's the thing, is like, my personality is me amplified up and everything, and, I just spew shit out before I think about it. In real life, I do have some thought before I talk.
Yeah. Honestly, kind of say, when I'm podcasting, it is whatever comes to mind comes out of my mouth. Yeah. And I do not filter it really at all.
No. We don't need to. That's the thing.
No.
But yeah, no, so I'm on board with guests. I do want to have guests next year. I would like I said, at least once a month. But if we have 12 guests, I'd love for 8 of them to be brand new.
Yeah.
I want a majority of brand new guests. I want to meet new people. I would love to do more on location podcast.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Going to Steam Hollow and, drinking a beer and doing a podcast, or, hitting up maybe like a dive bar up north. Like just going to another place and say, hey, listen, we do a podcast. We're Chicago people. We're Illinois people. We just kind of want to sit in the back corner, drink a couple beers and record our show. Are you cool with that? Whatever. Just to get to different locations and stuff, I just want to do more shit together outside of just podcasting. Like, obviously, I want the videos and stuff on YouTube to grow. I want to get a better quality to our videos for the vlogs.
Right.
As far as the cemetery tours and everything, I'm hoping Derek does help with that. And yeah, my biggest worry is, and this is probably maybe the top of the list of. I could achieve this new season resolution within the first 2 weeks. Is I don't want to lose this momentum for being gone for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, I don't think we'd have to worry about it. But like I said, we're gonna have a talk about all this in a couple weeks when we start preparing for next season. But just give you guys an idea that we're going to start doing more for the podcast. God, what the hell is that? God, what the hell is that weird saying? Something about piss fire or something like that.
Piss fire?
Full of piss and vinegar.
Oh, yeah.
Full of piss and vinegar. That might be the title of this episode. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Freaking 5 and piss and vinegar. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew when it comes to the fucking next season. I'm excited for everything. One thing. Oh, here's a fucking resolution. Here's one that I fucking think that you and I could do together.
Oh, yeah?
And the best part is you have been doing it for the last few weeks, and I wish I'm with you so I could hug you for this.
Okay.
Utilizing social media more.
Mm-hmm.
Cartoon Joe has been on top of releasing our episodes on Facebook like a fucking champ.
Oh, thank you. I've been trying.
I appreciate that, and you're fucking crushing it. What I started doing, I kind of ripped it off of Babes of Lore, which, by the way, if you guys haven't checked out Babes of Lore yet, please do so. I believe episode 6, maybe 6 is being released tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
6 or 7. I can't remember. I can't remember. I want to say 6. I want to say it was 6. It had to be 6. Yeah, let's go with 6. Maybe 6. 6. It was definitely 6. First episode was Halloween. They took a week off for Thanksgiving. 6. But they kind of just like take a screenshot of their Spotify of the episode and put it up on Instagram. So I started doing that for this freaking show and JFW.
Oh, nice.
So, but yeah, utilizing social media more. Like, I mean, like us, like when we go and do shit, taking pictures, uploading them onto Instagram. If we talk about a certain topic that's happening out in the world, sharing an article about it on Facebook. Fucking Twitter we have. It just utilizing social media. That is the top of my fucking list of resolution is us having the social media and us using it. If we can do that, I think if, like I said, we start posting more pictures, maybe we get more followers on Instagram, and we start putting more stuff onto Facebook, maybe people will start liking it more. Growth on social media is my number one, followed by everything you said, new guest, in general, stuff like that. So nice. Season 7 is going to mark the beginning of our rise. It's going to fucking happen.
Yeah.
I do believe it. Hey, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
As we wrap up this season of this freaking show, over the next couple of weeks, our listeners aren't going to have any Cartoon Joe over here. So where can we send them off to?
Well, here's the thing, and I'll tell you. You can find Cartoon Joe over at the Geekcast Live podcast at violentpress.com. You can also find him on Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, and Twitter by searching Geekcast Live.
Perfect. Guys, make sure you follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, just by searching This Freaking Show. And, of course, you can find our shows when they drop on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Podbean, just by searching This Freaking Show. If you do follow us on iTunes or Spotify, make sure you do leave us a rating or a review. It does help with the podcast growth in the category it's related to. But do make sure you subscribe anywhere you do listen to podcasts because we like seeing numbers like that.
Absolutely.
So, Joe, season 6 is in the books, and if you're all good, I'm ready to wrap up.
Yeah, perfect. Congratulations on 6 seasons.
Thanks, man. Same to you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
As always, I am Travesty.
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
And thank you for listening to another season of This Freaking Show. I'm out.